Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well as we move forward with our cardboard chair project. What I'm looking at here is we've got everything laid out nicely on our different sheets of cardboard, and this is where we can start moving on to the next phase, the next step, which is working in RhinoCAM to generate our tool paths so the CNC machine can actually cut everything out. So what I'm going to do is come up to RhinoCAM and I'm going to go to Mill. Now, I am in a PC and I am using one of our PCs in the DigiFab room. We have a limited number of licenses for RhinoCAM, so you're going to have to come into the Fastener Lab and use one of these PCs to make your G-code. Now, in here, what I can see is I can see that we've got two windows that popped up, RhinoCAM Machine Browser and then the machine objects, and this is specifically more for the tools that we're going to use. Now to find this tool you can go to select tools from library or load tool library, and we're going to load tool library, and you can find this on your desktop. There's a little shortcut that says public desktop, and then you can click DigiFab tools here, or you can go to the shortcut and find it as well, but you're going to find DigiFab library right there. Alright, so I'm just going to double click it. Do you want to replace existing tools with the ones in the library? Yes, I do. There probably is one or two. Okay. And so that's nice because this allows us a lot of options here. And over in our machine browsing, this is where we're going to start setting up our different cuts and things like that. The first thing I'm going to click on is machine axes, and we just want to make sure that we're in 3 axes, manual definition. We don't have to worry about a lot of this information because we're going to keep it easy peasy right now. And I'm going to hit OK. Next we're going to go to our post-processor options. Now post-processor is essentially taking the information generated in here and writing it in a language specific for our CNC machine. So each CNC machine requires specific post-processor, and ours is a ShopBot, so we have one here made specifically for our lab, and you can find that also in our DigiFab folder on the desktop, and you can find the folder by clicking those 3 dots, go to your desktop, and you can find the DigiFab folder on the desktop. Where are you, folder? I swear it is there. Let's see here. There it is, DigiFab. Okay. So make sure you click on that and we'll hit OK, and then it'll give you these options for your different post-processor. Now what we also want to do is we want to add down here a different file extension. I've already got one up. I actually have it twice for some reason. But you can just go to add new, type .sbp to match this, and we're going to hit OK. .sbp, and then we're going to hit OK. Now we can, I'm going to go to my perspective view and take a look at the next step, which is generating our stock. Now this stock is what our material is, and we're going to mimic that material in this space. So I'm going to double click stock, and what I can do is, because I only have my material layout here and everything inside my material, I don't have any other objects, I can just hit copy model bounding box, and that automatically selects the dimensions. However, the height in the Z direction is a little high, so I'm going to bring it back down to 0.26, and then I'm going to select this lower left hand corner as the location for my corner coordinates, and that's essentially saying like the corner of this stock box is going to line up, or the coordinate system for this stock box is going to be in the lower left hand corner, or this corner. You know, if we move it here, it'll change to the top of the box, but we want it to be on the bottom of the box. I'm going to hit OK, and I'm going to zoom in here, and we can see Let's zoom in a little bit more. We can see this is sort of the corner of our stock box that aligns with the coordinate system of our XY plane, but also this coordinate system indicator is also lining up with that. So it keeps everything nice and easy, you know, just so it's just easy to work off of right now. Now, we want it to be at the bottom because we're going to cut all the way through the material. And we're going to indicate where our tool is based off of the bottom. That's our reference point for how deep the tooling or the router bit is going to go. So, and we want it to be the bottom so that it doesn't go through the table, right? We want it to go through the material, but not through anything else. So what I can do next is I can come up to Setup, and I can come over to Machine Operations, and I'm going to add a work 0. And every setup needs a work 0. It's essentially telling it, okay, this is your starting point. And we're going to keep things super easy peasy for this operation. We're going to say set to stock box, lowest Z, and you can see right now it's in the northwest corner. We're going to click the southwest corner. So everything's just going to line up with the coordinate system. Just keep it easy peasy. And we're going to hit generate. And now what we can do is we can go into our machine operations. And the first machine operation we're going to do is a 2-axis operations. There's quite a number of different operations in here below your work 0. And we're sticking with 2 axes because we're just cutting flat things out for right now. There are 3 axes where you can do some more interesting sculpture or relief work, but we're going to stick with 2 axes, and we're going to open that up with this little down arrow, and we're going to select profiling. And profiling is important because the tooling or the router bit is going to move around the object we're cutting so that we can get as precise a cut as possible. We're not going to really do too much of these. We're probably going to do an engraving or two, but we're going to stick with profiling for right now. So I'm going to select profile, and then it's going to bring me to a bunch of options for setting this profile cut up, which we will discuss in the next video. So I hope this helped you kind of get set up, get things laid out, and ready to create some of our machine operations. So right now I'm going to see you in the next video.